A renaissance of manufacturing is coming, and it's because that natural gas, the shale gas up in North Louisiana, now in the Tuscaloosa area, and also Tuscaloosa Trent in Baton Rouge, and in Texas is going to bring lots of good stuff to the parish, into the region. The title of my story is The Power of the Ask, and what I've tried to do over the years is capture little episodes in lives and try to apply them to the larger life that we all live. I speak a lot to young kids at LSU. I'm an adjunct there, and talk to them about their careers and the paths that they might want to consider taking. And one of the questions I get asked the most is, how did you get the job as the PA announcer at LSU? And I want to tell that job. I want to tell that story. Craig mentioned that when I first went to Baton Rouge, the spotlight came and I changed my name and I came in like Superman and all that. I went to work at Channel 9 and I covered LSU sports. And at the time, Sid Crocker worked at Channel 9 and he was the PA announcer at Tiger Stadium. And he brought me up to his booth in 1968 and he said, look, I'd like you to see what I do because you might be doing this one day. And it was a big joke. We kidded about it. And in 1985, when Sid retired, I called him and I said, who's going to take your place? Lizette and I had been all over the place, moved 7 times in the first 7 years of marriage. I mean, you know, Mrs. Huey chased us all away. My mother-in-law, bless her soul, many of you knew her. But I said, Sid, why are you quitting after 30 some odd years? He says, because I want to drink in the stadium instead of in the PA booth. I said, well, that's fair. That's fair. So I said, who's going to take your place? He says, I don't know. So I wrote LSU a letter in probably December of 1985. And in August of 1986, after having heard nothing, after not sending a follow-up or anything, I got a call from Bob Broadhead's office. Bob was athletic director at LSU at the time, and one of his people said, why don't you come and visit with us? We found your letter. I said, I'd forgotten about the letter. So I go to that office, and 30 minutes into a conversation, we didn't even talk about football. One of the guys said, okay, you can be the PA announcer if you want. And I said, I'd love to, but why? And they said, frankly, no one else asked. Now, as people like to say, that's a true fact, as if all facts are not true. Fact's a fact, it's got to be a true fact, or it's not a fact. No. So the message I give is, don't ever be afraid to ask. And this relates to anything we do in life. Anytime there's some ambiguity about what we're supposed to be doing on a job, what are we supposed to be doing with a family, what are we supposed to be doing at church, or in any of the volunteer activities that you Rotarians are so involved with, you know, ask, what is the next thing that needs to be done, and how can I help do it? It's the power of the ask, and it's important. I don't know what would have happened if anyone else had auditioned. I hate to think. I might have to even pay for a seat in Tiger Stadium. It would kill me. I'm kidding. So